Welcome back, Dark Souls 2 fans. This is PG here, bringing you episode 37 of our Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. In this boss fight, which has given a lot of people headaches, and I've answered a lot of questions on this boss fight prior to actually showing it to you guys, a lot of people are having difficulty with multiple enemies at a time. Now, as you can see, there's a couple stragglers coming at my character. But for the most part, I've left all of the smaller spiders to my NPC friend over there, and that is an NPC. That is not a summon. This boss fight, I can actually talk a lot about strategy in this boss fight. This spider has two weak points, one on either side of its body, and that's going to be both of those interchangeable heads. Now, for an NPC, they have attack patterns. I guess you could just call it that. As most of us know, anybody that's fought an NPC or really just had to deal with an NPC, they swing 2 to 3 times, and then they will either back away slowly or they will roll away from you. I'm currently taking advantage of my NPC's attack pattern, and I'm bouncing my stamina off of his. So when I know he's done attacking, that's when I start attacking. And it keeps the boss's focus neutral, and it makes this boss fight extremely easy. I left him alone to fight 5 or 6 spiders, and he didn't even lose half his health. I think I was only hit once, and it was by a spider that chased me. All in all, the boss fight is made extremely easy if you know how to balance stamina. The game gives you an amazing NPC right there. If you leave him alone to fight the boss, he will die without damaging her pretty much at all. Like he'll probably do very little damage. I actually did this fight 5 or 6 times just to kind of see how well I could balance my stamina with that NPC. And I'm really glad with how this recording came out, because all in all, I think that's almost perfect for a showcase on how I can balance and bounce stamina off of an NPC. So that being said, we're going through getting the items we need here. The headless, well, he was only a head, so I'm not really sure. The random headed guy in the woods that we came across, his body and all that. Or, no, not his body, his head. And we talked to him, and he gave us his helmet. This is the body he warned us about. And there's a smart way and a dumb way to fight this fight. I'm not 100% sure what the stamina limit of this character is. But what I can tell you is, I've seen this NPC character fight, and I've seen this character swing up to 5 times. That being said, most builds at this level and at this point in the game will not survive 5 swings from this enemy. But there's a smart and a dumb way to fight it. You can lure him out and fight him in a narrow passageway where he's going to constantly be at his attack range limit, where he's going to back away from you constantly. Or you can be stupid and come out here and try to fight him. I don't suggest it. If you are interested in a good example of dual wielding fighting, by all means, go out there and try to fight him. Enjoy the fight. It's really fun. If you're just trying to get through the level, you're just trying to get by, I do not suggest you try to fight that guy outside of the corridor. Bigger enemies like that, you're always going to want to lure them, especially when I'm a mage with bad armor on. But more importantly, with our character right now, I know this is kind of sudden, but I think I want to change up the tempo of this character a little bit. I really do want this character to actually be a character I can use to show you guys other things later on in Dark Souls. Whether that be DLC or even just challenges and things like that. Maybe like a new game plus run, or getting items in the game that are very difficult to get. I would love to be able to use a character that you guys already know and already like to demonstrate all these different armor sets and demonstrate how to get all these things. That being said, I'm changing up the tempo of this character from a joke build to a practical build. The first step in doing that is that I'm going to stop raising my dex and I'm going to stop raising my strength. There's no reason for it. I'm focusing on the 3 things my character needs, and that's going to be health. I'll say stamina, health, stamina, and intelligence. I'll just break it down to those 3, I guess. Basically, my falchion, which is my main primary attack weapon, is getting buffed from my intelligence, so I don't need strength or dex. My health is always going to be a huge factor in this game, even though I usually don't get hit too much or coming up into harder parts of the game where I would really not want to get one shot. Also, wearing this bigger armor gives my character poise. Poise is what decides whether or not my character flinches when he gets hit. I'm going to start learning and trying to use some of these bigger spells, and I really don't need to get knocked around. Now, I switch out to the heavy boots right here just because I don't like running around without pants on. It just kind of looks weird. Now, we're keeping on the engraved gauntlets. The random chance of having a critical attack is really good. I really like it. It usually comes in handy in all the right times. Finally, we're using the Hexer's headpiece. The easiest way I can put it is that it looks kind of silly, but it's extremely beneficial to my character. My mage, the higher, God, how can I put this? It raises the usage of every spell by 1. So my Soul Vortex could only be used 4 times, but when I'm wearing that Hexer's headpiece, I can use it 5 times. And that's going to really be helpful when I start using bigger, more powerful spells that, you know, generally have maybe 1 or 2 castings. Now I have an extra casting, which is going to be extremely beneficial, especially when I start using Soul Spear and things like that to take enemies out that I would normally only have 2 and have to finish the enemy up hand to hand. I'll demonstrate that in a minute here. Now, this is the shrine that we were at I think it was the last episode. It's finally opened up, so let's go ahead and praise the sun for that. We're going to run through here. We're going to get to the castle, and I think I'm going to end the episode right about at the castle. But more importantly, I don't know why most people miss this, but there is a whole area back here. Like, the game designers built this whole area so that you could come back here and get repair, which is a spell that you do not have to buy. A lot of people are claiming that that's the only way that you can get repairs. I think you buy it from, what's his name? The magician that was trapped. Strayed. I think his name is Strayed. I'm probably wrong, though. Alright, so Soul Spear. 1, 2, 3. If I didn't have that third one, he would still be here. And he would probably be fucking my little mage up a little bit. Mainly because those guys have some pretty cool attack patterns that I haven't really mastered or figured out yet. Now, in this game, as I've told you guys time and time again, there are a lot of ambushes in this game. A very underrated but effective ambush is when you have a distance enemy on another level than an aggressive enemy. So in this example, it's going to be a swordsman that is aggressive and 2 crossbow guys that are on a platform that I can't jump to. So I come into the wall and I bring him in so that he'll attack at nothing. We go in, take him out with a backstab, and one of the crossbow guys did not like that I killed his friend. So now we only got one of them to deal with, and now we can circle and take this guy out real quick. And I won't lie, the first time I came through this area, I did not expect there to be enemies, so I was just kind of running through. And I ended up face to face with the swordsman of that group. And I got destroyed just because I was caught off guard. Those are not difficult enemies, but when you're caught off guard and you've already been hit once and your character's flinched, at that point you really don't have much to do. Now, something that's bothered me in this game so far, in Dark Souls 1, the crystal on the back of that lizard stood about a good foot higher in game perspective. That being said, the fact that those things are so low to the ground and almost impossible to hit with most normal weapons is so fucking annoying. I hope that's something that they look into fixing. It's not a game breaker, it's not something broken in the game. It's just something that's very annoying to players. Alright, so Emerald Herald is done talking to us. We're at the opening to the castle. It looks like this episode's pretty much over, guys. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully you guys enjoyed some talk about strategy this time around. See you guys next time.